I'm always banging on about how much I love Lingoda. In fact, I've been promoting them for over a year. But I guess what you really need to know is Lingoda the right learning platform for you? Are there any negatives you should know about? Why do I seem to love them so much? I think it's time for an honest review. Hello everyone, my name is Anna English. This is English Like a Native. And if this is your first time on my channel and you're learning English, then be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you don't miss any future lessons. Now, Lingoda. It is no secret that I love Lingoda. And the reason I love them so much is the simplicity of their platform and their focus and dedication to getting you to the next level. Sorry, can I just interrupt and say that because most of you are very busy and possibly won't stay to the end of this video, in case you are thinking about checking out Lingoda, which you definitely should, then do use the link in the description box below and the discount code provided, and that will get you a very tasty little discount. I say little, quite a big discount. So let's have a look at that website. It's simple, it's slick, it's easy to use. Now, once you have an account, you're going to head to your profile, and setup is very simple. Now, you want to set up your time zone. Then you're going to set your learning level. I am still A1.1 in Spanish. Now, in the initial setup, you choose the language in which you're interested in learning. You can only choose one language, and I know for some of you this may seem like a drawback, as some of you are interested in learning multiple languages at the same time. How you do it, I do not know. But in your case, it's not the end of the world. You just have to set up a couple of accounts for the different languages that you're learning. Okay, so we're in and we're set up. What next? Well, next you would choose a package. But if you're still unsure whether you want to commit, then Lingoda do also offer a trial class, which is easily accessible by the tab at the top of the page. Let's talk about prices. Now, some of you have said to me in the past, Lingoda is very expensive. But if you do the maths, actually it's not at all. It's actually very, very competitive. But the difference is they make you commit. So rather than buying one-off ad hoc lessons whenever you feel like you want to study, you're committed to buying a group of lessons, a bundle towards a course that helps you focus on actually improving and taking your language level up. And let's be honest, if you're not doing that, then you're really not going to improve. So it's probably for the best that they make you commit. So the options you have are to pay monthly. You can choose from their standard package, which offers a range of options depending on how much time you can commit each month. All the options here are a mix of group and private lessons. All lessons are 60 minutes long. And just so you know, the group lessons, it states, are an average of around 5 students. But my experience doesn't reflect that. My experience has been the most was 3 people in a class, me included. On average, it was one other person, and in some cases, no other students have been in the class, so it's been practically a private lesson. You can also opt for private lessons only. Obviously, private lessons are more expensive than group lessons, but you also have to remember that all of the teachers on Lingoda are fully qualified, and you also get the course materials provided. If you're working to a tight budget, then go for the group lessons. Like I said, they're very small groups, and on some occasions you might get lucky and be the only one in the class. If you're fully committed to going a level up and getting a very special certificate, which we'll talk about later, then choose the certificate option and take a bundle of lessons that will ensure you make it through to the next level. Be mindful though that these lessons have to be covered within a 6-month period, so make sure that you have the time in which to commit to those classes. And then payment is very easy. You do it via Visa or PayPal. And don't forget to use the discount code, which is linked in the description box below for that fabulous discount. Okay, let's book. At the very top of your profile page, you'll see how many credits you've got for private lessons and group lessons. Now head over to the booking page and set your parameters. Choose whether you're looking for group classes or private classes and your availability. But a word of warning, you must book early. These classes are popular and they do book out quite quickly. So I would always recommend booking at least a week in advance to make sure you get the slots that you really want. With your parameters set, you can now see all the available classes at your level at those times and days that you are available. So now it's time to book. Now, on Lingoda, you book the class based on the topic. You don't book the teacher. But you can rest assured that all of Lingoda's teachers are fully qualified and they all follow the learning materials and the format set out by Lingoda. So you're in safe hands no matter who takes the lesson. So looking through the options, you can click on any one of the topics to open it up for more information. And on this page, you can also download the course material. Now, I used to believe that these topics were set at those times and that you couldn't switch things around. And I used to think this was a little bit annoying. And then I discovered at the bottom of the topic squares are two little arrows. And that gives you some more options of topics available at that time. And that makes the world of difference. Thanks, Lingoda. And at this stage, it's worth bearing in mind that you are on a course. Therefore, all the topics that you can see are part of the course that you need to complete. And you can track all of this on your My Course page, which tells you which topics you've covered, which still need to be covered, what percentage of the way through your course you are. Now, it is worth saying that if these topics don't float your boat and you want to learn something specific, then you can request a customized private lesson. All you have to do is head over to the My Course page, scroll down and fill out the customized private class form. And Lingoda will try and organize that for you. And the most exciting thing is, when you complete all of the required lessons, you will not only go up a level, you'll also receive a CEFR certificate, which makes it official. It's an internationally recognized certificate, which you can then use on your job applications or on your university applications. Now, to take part in a class, you now have to download a software called Zoom, which makes it very easy for the teacher to appear on screen alongside the material and for you to work through it together. I'm not very tech savvy. I'm really rubbish when it comes to downloading and installing software, and I did find this a little bit tricky because I'm me. But Lingoda do provide complete instructions and support if you get stuck. And to be honest, it only took me a few extra moments. I just had to concentrate a little bit harder to make sure the software was up and running properly. But once you're past that stage, then the software works very, very well. And I had no problem connecting to all of my lessons. And what I will say is that every single lesson I took, the connection was good. And this is something I feel very passionate about. If I'm going to spend an hour of my time with a teacher online, then I want to be able to hear them and see them very clearly. And I have to say, with all the lessons I've taken with Lingoda, the connection has never been a problem. After every lesson, you're encouraged to give feedback. And this feedback is anonymous, which is fantastic because it means you can be totally honest about your experience, about how you found the teacher and the lesson. So what more can I say? That is pretty much the learner experience. Personally, besides it being focused, structured, and simple to use, the reason I love Lingoda so much and the reason I will continue to promote them is because they really seem to care about their users' progression. They really care about the service they provide, and you can see that in the constant development of the site, of the products, and also with what they're doing in social. Now, if you're not following them on social media, then it definitely is worth giving them a follow on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, because you'll see that there's lots of things that they're doing. They're trying to engage their community. And I just think that is rare these days. For a company to truly care, it's rare. And that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. So there you go. That's my honest opinion. That's my experience with Lingoda. If you have any experience that you'd like to share, then please do put it down in the comment section below. It's always helpful to get a range of different opinions. And if you're interested in trying Lingoda out for yourself, then do click on the link in the description box below and use that voucher code to make sure you get that amazing discount. I do have one more thing to say. A blog. Lingoda have a blog, and it is worth spending some time scrolling through the articles, because there are lots of really helpful articles that we can all benefit from that give us tips on language learning strategies. Until next time, thank you so much for joining. Take care and goodbye.